Hey Toronto, it's Chris with Geektropolis. Time for a special report this weekend on Saturday, October the 4th. It is time once again for Nuit Blanche. It's a time when the city, I was going to say shuts down, but it doesn't. It actually opens up until the wee hours. The bars serve until 4. Everyone from the suburbs comes in and floods our city to check out cool art stuff. So it can be a bit of a cluster bomb. So we picked out a few highlights that we think might be worth checking out this year. And as always with Nuit Blanche, if you have been before, some things are hit or miss. So these are just recommendations. I can't say for certain if these are going to be awesome, but they sound cool. And if you doubt us, then definitely check out the Nuit Blanche page for a full lineup.
But to be fair, there are some times where you think something is just going to be meh and is incredible.
Yeah, it's totally a night of surprises. You might read up on something that sounds fantastic, and then you go and you're like, well, that was just one candle, and then the wind blew it out. And when I asked them why, they were like, no, that's what it's about. And then you're like, I'm going to go down the street, and suddenly you come around a corner and there's something amazing happening.
Well, an example last year was Wei's like Million Bicycles on paper.
Yeah,
that didn't sound all that impressive.
Yeah.
But then when I went and saw it, oh my God, was that incredible.
We'll show you a picture of Million Bicycles. Actually, there's one on, I took some pictures of that too.
Did you? Yes, yeah.
Okay, there you go, Million Bicycles. All right, so the first thing on the list is something called a maze. My understanding from what I read of the description is that it is like a labyrinth created out of a scaffolding that is covered in all sorts of fabric, and there's audio-visual stuff that changes. So you kind of go in, think like a bush maze, except instead of bushes, it's like a trippy adventure of audio and visual stuff. It sounded really neat. This is 302 Queen Street West at Soho. I don't know, sounds pretty cool. Check that out and maybe send us some photos. I don't know, Cam, what do you think?
I saw pictures of it, diagrams. I'm not sure what it exactly was, but it was enough to intrigue me of the list that I saw. It stood out. So
there you go. Okay, so there's something that I found that has a very flowery description that I won't inundate you with right now, but it's called Elemental, and it's at the Spadina Museum grounds, which is 285 Spadina Road. So what I kind of got out of it was that there are 11 artists with a special interest in science. They combine their vision and skill to create engaging and interactive, it goes on, but it's a whole bunch of art stuff mixed with science, and it's throughout the entire museum, the Spadina Museum. So the artists are also there that you can speak with them and interact with them. So I think that sounds pretty neat. Check that one out and let us know how that is.
Yeah, there's a link in the bottom there if you want to.
Yeah, for more info, you can read the flowery and you'll see why I didn't read it out loud to you, because it's interesting, but it's not. It's a lot of fancy art words.
Is there the word juxtapose?
There is no word juxtapose, but there's some. The word primalism is in there.
Oh, okay.
I'm such a Philistine. Galaxy Heist, 5 Magic Cubes, Photon Gallery, and Leap. These are some of the things that are happening at Site 3 Collaboratory, 718 Ossington, a collection of fun lighting-focused installations set up inside and outside. You can play with some motion sensors and lasers, illuminated shapes, and more. Leap is something we actually got a chance to talk to the creators about. It stands for Laser Equipped Annihilation Protocol, and that is a dynamic obstacle course made from lasers. So you can act out, what's the one with Sean Connery and Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Entrapment.
Yeah, so you can act out that scene if you're Catherine Zeta-Jones, or you can just watch if you're Sean Connery.
Yeah, that whole movie is the reason I'm saving for butt implants.
There you go. Wait, I'm saving for lasers. You're saving for butt implants? Hive 2.0 explores convergences between technology and nature by employing WASP architectures created from found and fabricated technological parts and scraps. Yeah, right? It sounds neat. I don't know what it means, but it sounds awesome. Hive 2.0 is an empty sculptural entity that replaces insects with sound, creating an organic instrument speaker hybrid.
Okay, I'm just going to go see it just to understand it.
Yeah, just to figure out what it is. So I'll give you the address for that in 1 second. I need you to vamp a little bit, Cam. I meant vamp, talk about things, not make rewind sounds. This is at Hopkins Duffield, 601 Christie Street. So check out the empty WASP things that are filled with sound.
I'm going to go see it.
Sine, S-I-N-E, as in a sine wave, Cam. Sine.
Yes, I'm familiar with sine and cosine. Yeah.
Okay, more so than I am, probably.
No. I was horrible at math.
I never took those in school.
Huh.
There's a little insight into my past. So this is an interactive environment where the user is the controller of their individual spatial surrounding, enveloped in music and a physical structure that manifests rhythm. This is at the Ryerson Redux Lab, which is in the basement of the Bata Shoe Museum at 327 Bloor West. So check that out. It's an interactive thing that you move around and change the sounds and the lights, and it sounds like Nuit Blanche.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so those are our picks for Nuit Blanche for this year. If you've never been, go check it out. Go with an open mind. Be prepared to stay up late, walk around a lot, and comfortable shoes, and dress for the weather, because a lot of this stuff is outdoors. And if you have been to Nuit Blanche before, then you know what to expect. Expect the unexpected. Wander around. Just go where your feet take you. If you're not sure where to start, the Ryerson campus is good. Yonge and Dundas is good. And then kind of there's some other hidden nooks and crannies, but anything that has a campus nearby it or is a typical sort of tourist zone usually gets a few installations. The Eden Center sometimes is open. There's stuff in there as well. So check out the site. Obviously, don't take my word for it. Check out the site for Nuit Blanche, and have a great time and be safe out there.
Bye.
Bye. But now that I just read it, I can give you the gist.
That was the best.
Why are you hitting yourself?